Hey, what's up, chosen ones? You know, I almost didn't want to make a video today. I almost didn't, but as Jesus said, if you only had one sheep and it fell into a well on Sunday, would you not tend to it? No, of course you would. So here I am, tending to my one sheep, right? I noticed, because I know I only have a few followers, but, you know, I still see the same people are coming back. So, you know, if they need be, I may as well be here. So, if you're new, before we get into the video, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel for more Christian Chosen One content like this. And anyway, let's get into the video. It's starting to get real, Chosen Ones. Starting to get very, very real, almost surreal. I've had some interesting experiences the last couple weeks, and a lot of people showing their true colors. Some of these people, you know, were very quick to point the finger during a time that was very tough in my life, and I just kept my mouth shut the whole time. I kept silent, and now I'm starting to see the value of that. Because of the fact that I stayed so silent during such a hard time, I let them assume whatever they wanted about me. Because the last time I was talking, I was going through a high season. I was doing very, very well. And when I noticed people started to get jealous of me a little bit, that's when I just kind of cut it out, shut up, kept my blessings to myself, stopped giving anyone advice, and then, bam. And now that I'm back, I'm getting such a shift in attitudes in the way people are addressing me. Almost scary. People that were mad dogging me just a few months ago are like basically coming up, their nose all up in my rear end, trying to kiss my ass. And it's just really surreal to me. It's almost like other people seem to have like this borderline robotic kind of nature where they don't seem to have these free thinking minds that people like you and me do. So it's getting real, chosen ones. It's getting very real. There are still some people that were enemies before, and they're enemies now. Nothing changed with them. There are some that were enemies before and are trying to get on my good side now. There's some that were very close with me, real tight with me before. And I eventually saw them for who they were. And now I can't unsee them for who they are. That's the thing about us chosen ones. It's like we are very, very, very patient people. Even though oftentimes many of us, like a lot of us, get looked at as if we're almost spoiled brats. Some people kind of look at us like that. And it's a very weird thing because we are the polar opposite of anything spoiled. We are the polar opposite of anything unrighteous or evil. And people look at us like we're these spoiled brats simply because we're good people. Simply because we go out of our way to help others, or at least we're known for it. We're known for the work we do and how we go out of our way just to do a good job, even. Maybe it's at a work environment and you're just somebody that is a hard worker. It's funny because during your absence, they talked all that trash. They talked and talked and talked when you weren't there, behind your back, throwing every kind of knife and dagger they could behind your back. Some of them stuck, some of them missed. When you come back, it's like they scatter. They're like a bunch of birds when you run up to them. A bunch of pigeons in the middle of the city, and you walk up and they just, that's how they are. And of course, a lot of us are experiencing new people in our lives. I know I am. I have a few new people that are coming around. They're starting to talk to me. And it's like our energy is getting more and more powerful by the day. And it's interesting because I'm seeing, like, atheists, I see the devil working through them now. Like, they're directly coming up to attack us. Literally, it's like somebody sneezes and you say, bless you, and the dude wants to throw a tantrum at you about it. It's like, if you're not a believer, could you at least, like, just be happy somebody said something nice to you? I had an experience at the fuel emissions test. The first guy, the guy that tested my car and whatnot, he was a little rude to me, but I let it go. Because it was just like, just a stern talker. I'm sure he was just trying to keep the line moving. So it's like, I'm not someone that's going to quickly take it personally, or at least I don't anymore. I used to be somebody who was a little bit more easily hurt when addressed in a disrespectful way, and now I kind of brush it off a lot more because, like, God sees everything. So I just have a lot less worries. But it was when I went to go get my sticker, and man, it was like, Holy Spirit, help me. And I could have handled the situation probably better, but I still handled it pretty well. But this lady was one of those, like, super COVID conscious people. It's not my right to judge her for it. You know, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. But she seemed, very passionate about that belief. There was person after person that came in. She was, like, tapping the sign. It says, please wear your mask. And there was only supposed to be, like, 2 people allowed in the room, so she was just kind of pushing people out as much as she could. You could tell she was just getting frustrated. But person after person in front of me, she was just super rude to them. There's one guy she was nice to, but she was rude to the person before him. And the other guy was just, like, in agreement with her. So we kind of kissed her ass a little bit. And then this lady came and, like, she's like, excuse me, Jonathan Schallberg? And I was like, no, I'm actually Jonathan Schallberg. And then she was like, oh, well, I can't help you then. You can't get the sticker because you need identification. It's like, if it's not your car. I was like, it is my car. She goes, but you said you're not Jonathan Schallberg. I said, yeah, because I'm Jonathan Schallberg. And she was pronouncing my name wrong. And I was, picking it apart a little bit. I wasn't being, like, mean about it. So I was smiling, letting her know I was trying to be friendly, trying to give her those signs. But she was continuing to just, like, grind her teeth and get, like, angry with me. And then, like, I had my mask up. It fell down a little bit, right? Fell under my nose. And she's like, excuse me, lift the mask up. Lift the mask up, please. She had, like, this full barrier shield around her of all, like, this plexiglass. Like, she's totally boxed in, man. And she's worried about the little bit of gravity that pulled my nose down. But it's like, here this lady was all upset at the force of gravity. She's blaming Jonathan for the force of gravity taking the mask down. And I was like, okay, whatever. I pull it back up. I just want to get my sticker and get out of there. But then, like, she, like, she goes and tries to talk to me like she talked to the last guy that was in agreement with her. And this is after she had already been like super rude to the people that were in front of us. And I was able to see this because, you know, we had to wait outside for part of it. And I could see as every time the door swung open how she was speaking. And it was just a really interesting situation. And then she made a comment to me like, I can't believe these people can't read. They can't read the sign, and that you have to wear a mask in here. It's only 2 people out. It's like, well, I mean, I could have gone in because the sign was inside. So how are you supposed to know that there's only 2 people allowed in there unless you come inside? Because there's not a sign that says that outside. I mean, yeah, they expect us all to wear masks. Fine, I'll let that go and whatnot. But I actually, you know, just kind of said, you know, come on, let's be real. It's all bullshit anyway. Like, I think we're all kind of over it. And, you know, she like totally changed. Like, yeah, she totally like just, you could see like almost like you could tell her there was an energy shift in the whole room. Like, and part of her was like a little agitated at me about it, but the other part's like kind of like, you know, you're right. I'm being up. I'll see you next Tuesday, you know. But I like I said, I probably could have handled the situation a little bit better, but I was in a kind of a pissy mood myself, so it's like I wasn't really in the mood to take anyone's crap that day. So that's just kind of how it played out. But it's like, that's kind of the point I'm getting to, is like, it's getting real, chosen ones. Like, these people are so adamant about just making sure that they hurt others in some type of mental or emotional way. And it's not even like they're always aware that they're doing it. Because I have family members that are like this too. And it's like the toxicity is just real. You can't ignore it anymore. Like, it's getting to that point where it's not so much like there's a middle ground. There's not very much middle ground. It's starting to become more white and black, more light and dark, good versus evil. Because we could see that, you know, the enemy is putting up all these distractions and all these new age ways of thinking that sound nice at first, but when you get deep into it, you start to see how toxic all of it really, really is. So let me know down in the comments what you guys think. Has anyone else felt a big energy shift lately? Well, I know, because I've definitely been feeling this, where I think people are starting to become settled and solidified on the side that they chose. And actually, some people surprised me. Some people that I thought were true lost, helpless goners have turned around and, you know, started bettering their own lives. So it's just been a very interesting last few weeks for me. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Is there a major energy shift happening? Like specifically this week, did you have any weird type of blessings or types of events happen to you? Even something that happened at work today was just maybe I'll get into it in another video. It's kind of past my time, but it's just like holy. It's an interesting thing, guys. God bless. May Jesus bless you and your family, all your loved ones. Welcome to the light side, guys. Have a great day.